11 News starts with severe weather Team 11 coverage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We have several rounds of storms coming through our area today. I'm Peggy Finnegan.
And I'm Gordon Lesh. Some of those storms could be severe. Meteorologist Jessica Faith is tracking the latest. And Jessica, flooding could also be an issue.
There are many issues that are potential with these strong thunderstorms. We did have a few rounds of severe thunderstorms earlier in the morning, and the thunderstorms that we see in the northern part of our area very strong right now. At last check, around 90 lightning strikes within our area. So some very strong storms with heavy downpours, also high damaging wind gusts, and also the potential for frequent lightning. We're going to continue to track these storms as we go throughout the rest of the day. Southern portions of our area not really seeing a lot of storm right now, but don't get complacent. We do expect storms throughout the entire area as we go throughout the day. We'll continue to give you updates when needed. I'll have more details about what you can expect, including going hour by hour to let you know when you can see storms in your neighborhood.
All right, thanks, Jessica. Thousands of people are still without power after last night's storms. Duquesne Light says crews are working to get power back on for about 13,000 customers, but it could be until tomorrow for some. The company is increasing staffing of its field crews, which continue to work around the clock. West Penn Power also has about 10,000 customers without power. Central Electric Co-op has about 1,300 outages. Now would be a good time to download our weather app. That way you can still get alerts even when the power is off. O'Hara Elementary School canceled classes today because of the outages, but the school says the students taking class through hybrid and blended learning models are still taking classes virtually, and the assignments will still be there for students who don't have power now. Breaking news out of Beaver County, where some roads are closed because of a rock slide. You can see the mess that workers have to clean up there. Sheffield Avenue and Spring Streets in Elquip are closed after several large rocks fell from the hillside there. We're told no one was hurt. Channel 11 is sending a crew to the scene, and we'll bring you more as soon as it comes in.
And time is running out for people who are having a hard time paying their rent or their mortgage. On Monday, the state's eviction moratorium ends. Channel 11's Mike Holden explains the last-minute efforts to keep folks in their homes.
These local lawmakers say it is crucial that we extend the eviction ban before it's too late. They fear that if we don't do something, folks will end up on the streets with nowhere to go. State Representative Elizabeth Fiedler and local reps Summer Lee and Sarah Innamorato are spearheading this legislation. They are calling for immediate action to stop mass evictions and foreclosures throughout the Commonwealth. Their legislation would give Governor Wolf powers to put a moratorium on evictions and foreclosures and also overrule a code in the state law stopping him from expanding the eviction ban again. Governor Wolf has sent letters to the House and Senate urging them to temporarily extend the moratorium. He recently extended the eviction ban in July, but again, there is a limit and it expires on Monday. He's now proposing an extra $100 million for the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency and CARES Rent Relief Program.
Everybody's having troubled times right now, that everybody needs a little bit of help. So I think people should be getting a little bit of help right now.
A spokesperson for the House GOP caucus released a statement this week saying in part, quote, rather than make the decision to extend the eviction moratorium unilaterally, as he has done in the past, the governor is passing the buck to the legislature to once again bail him out of his poor prior planning. And we have additional resources and guidelines for assistance on WPXI.com as well as the WPXI News app. We're now working to talk to additional folks about what this means to them and the long-lasting impacts on their neighbors and community members for Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting this afternoon, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
And breaking at noon, the Allegheny County Health Department just reported 63 new cases of COVID-19 in the last day.
That is 2 more than the day before. The new cases are taken from tests taken between August 17th and yesterday. The health department also reports 7 new deaths, 4 of them associated with long-term care facilities. Health experts are forecasting thousands more lives will be lost in this pandemic, and as we stand right now, more than 180,000 people have died from the virus in the U.S. That number comes from the data compiled by Johns Hopkins University. By September 19th, the CDC believes more than 200,000 people will have died. That is thousands more deaths than the CDC projected just last week.
2 employees in the Greater Latrobe School District have tested positive for COVID-19. Those staff members were showing symptoms last weekend. No students were affected, and the district says it immediately did contact tracing. The district says that classes will start on Monday as planned. Peters Township went back to school this week, and it has a confirmed case of COVID. Parents were notified that a person at the high school tested positive. The district's contact tracing showed that person did not come into close contact with any students or staff. The person will not return to campus until they have completed an isolation period.
You're looking live at Washington, D.C., where thousands of people are marching 57 years ago today. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his I Have a Dream speech on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. Channel 11's Jacqueline Fell shows us this year activists are calling on police reform and voting rights.
Demonstrators say today's march is an urgent call for change after several high-profile confrontations between police and black people this summer.
Black disabled lives!
Organizers expect about 50,000 people to call for criminal justice reform and racial equality. Originally, it was thought 100,000 people would show. However, D.C. has a mandatory 2-week quarantine from states where COVID-19 is surging. Today's rally began on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial where Dr. King stood, and then they'll march to the MLK Memorial. Plans for the rally started taking shape in June after the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis. Today, you can also expect to hear a lot about this week's shooting of Jacob Blake in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Organizers say we'll also hear from family members of several men and women who were killed by police. Reporting near Washington, Jacqueline Fell, Channel 11 News.
We understand that America is not a land cloaked in darkness. America is the torch that enlightens the entire world.
President Donald Trump closed out the Republican National Convention with his case for voters for a second term. Today, he'll be back at the campaign trail holding a rally at an airport hangar in New Hampshire. The president gave a speech in front of close to 2,000 supporters outside the White House. He also offered support to those in the path of Hurricane Laura. The president criticized Joe Biden and the Democratic Party, saying Biden and his allies are a fundamental threat to public safety, order, and American traditions.
Democratic vice presidential nominee Kamala Harris was quick to react to the president. She spoke exclusively with NBC's Today Show.
The most important point I think that can be made about the diversity of who we are is an embrace for the diversity of who we are. And that's who we are as Democrats. We embrace the diversity of who we are. We're not requiring people to march and fall in line.
Joe Biden released a statement about the president's speech. His statement said, in part, when Donald Trump says that you won't be safe in Joe Biden's America, look around and ask yourself, how safe do you feel in Donald Trump's America?
The November election is now just 67 days away. Today, a brand new poll found most Pennsylvanians plan to vote in person. 62% of Pennsylvania voters told Franklin and Marshall College they'll head to the polls. 31% said they will mail in their ballot. Joe Biden has a 7-point lead over President Trump, but that lead is down from 9% last month.
Today, residents in Louisiana and Texas start the hard work of recovering after surviving one of the strongest storms to hit the area in years.
Hurricane Laura slammed into the Gulf Shore Thursday morning as a powerful Category 4. It left a trail of flooding. Massive power outages destroyed homes and lives. NBC's Jay Gray has more from Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Hey there, look, we want to give you a real-time look at the devastation on the ground here after Laura. You can see the sheared and twisted tin behind me here. Part of the remnants of a gas station. You can see the pump. It's been dismantled a bit here. But when you work back across to this area, you can see a pump completely pulled from the ground here. It's been tossed somewhere. It's not in any of this debris. We've looked around. This really evidence of the strength of Laura as it's made its way through this city. And unfortunately, this kind of devastation, this scene, playing out for miles across this region right now, overwhelming for those who call Lake Charles home.
We have sustained a tremendous amount of damage. We have thousands and thousands of our fellow citizens whose lives are upside down.
And to get things back to right side up, if you will, get it back to some sense of normalcy is going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort. This is going to be a difficult cleanup and recovery, and it's going to take a resolve of the people here. They've been through storms before. They understand what hurricanes can do, but they've never been through one the magnitude of Laura. That's the latest from here in Lake Charles. I'm Jay Gray. Back to you now.
All right, thank you. The teenage suspect in this week's deadly shooting in Wisconsin is in court today in Illinois. This is an extradition hearing. Kyle Rittenhouse is facing numerous homicide charges. The 17-year-old is accused of a shooting incident that ended with 2 people dead and another severely injured. Rittenhouse's attack happened during protests calling for justice after the police shooting of Jacob Blake. Blake was shot 7 times in the back and is paralyzed, according to his family.
More peaches have been recalled as a salmonella outbreak linked to the fruit continues to increase. The peaches were traced back to Wawona Packing Company, or Prima Wawona, which has expanded its recall to include bulk or loose peaches sold through August 3rd. Previously, only peaches sold in bags had been recalled. According to the CDC, the outbreak has sickened at least 78 people in 12 states. No deaths have been reported. The CDC says if you don't know where your peaches came from, then you should just throw them out.
Pushing for diversity, the changes local students say are needed in the classroom.
And a scare in the middle of the ocean. New this morning, the desperate efforts to save these people from a shark.
We're tracking storms today. Up next, I'm looking at the latest storm tracker, and we'll go hour by hour and let you know what to expect for the rest of your Friday.
WPXI Now. When a major story breaks, this is where you'll find 24-hour coverage. From the Channel 11 newsroom to our crews live in the field, we'll bring you the information you need right now. WPXI Now. Always on when you want the latest on breaking news. Channel 11 Morning News brings you what's happening now.
Happy first day of school to thousands of students.
What's new and what's next.
That meeting is set for 4 o'clock. We will keep a close eye on it.
This could bring some much needed rain for us.
Count on Channel 11 News every morning. Watch David Johnson and Peggy Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
Back to school coverage for you now. Dozens of school districts will be heading back to school on Monday, including Pittsburgh Public Schools. They will be starting the year online. Meanwhile, today is the first day of remote learning for students in the Highlands School District. Starting Monday, they're going to begin a hybrid model with some students in class while others work from home.
People in one local school district are pushing for diversity in education, both in the people teaching and the courses that students are taking. Channel 11's Gabriella DeLuca spoke with the graduates of the Hampton Area School District, and she found out that what they're aiming for as national calls for change continue.
Not really seeing many familiar or faces that looked like mine kind of makes you feel uncomfortable, and it also doesn't truly reflect the real world.
That's how Jada Aleem recalls her time at Hampton School District, where diversity is low.
Having to walk through halls that are majority, 90% white is kind of eerie at a time, and you don't really get to be your full self.
It's why she and 4 other former Hampton students wrote a long letter to Hampton Township School District and created a petition calling for the need for change when it comes to diversity and Black history education in the district.
I went to the University of Pittsburgh for my undergrad, and once I went there and took a couple of Black history courses, that opened my eyes as to how much was almost left out of my education at Hampton.
They'd also like anti-racist trainings for faculty, plus more minority teachers hired.
I never had a person of color as a teacher, maybe a couple substitute teachers here and there.
The school district told Channel 11 the principal has been in touch with the students and is hoping to meet with them to discuss ideas.
I think it would be a really good opportunity for the school district to step up and take action, just to show that it's not just in other communities, that it actually affects Hampton's entire community.
Reporting in Hampton Township, Gabriella DeLuca, Channel 11 News.
Students are taking a stand in the Chartiers Houston School District. They stage a protest calling on leaders to let them go to school in the building 5 days a week. The district is doing a hybrid approach. The students who organized the protest is a senior and says that many students really want to be back in the classroom.
We wanted to be inside the school for 5 days a week, not online. We don't think online is a sufficient way to receive an education. We tried it at the end of last year, and we all agree it was not good.
The district superintendent released a statement to Channel 11 News saying that they appreciate the comments from everyone, but went with the hybrid approach for safety.
The Mars School District is pushing back its start date to Tuesday, September 8th. That decision is because of unexpected delays with virtual learning supplies. The district is going back 5 days a week, but allowing the remote option for families as well.
The state of Pennsylvania is giving out $10 million to help create treatments and vaccines for COVID-19, and Pitt is getting more than $1 million in grants. One goes toward work on their vaccine candidate that researchers say is easily administered and cost-effective, and the second will go toward their Center for Vaccine Research. Meanwhile, CMU got more than $600,000 to work on a microneedle vaccine, and McGee Women's Research got more than $500,000 to develop a nasal spray vaccine.
If you need food, you have 2 opportunities this weekend to get a box of fresh produce and dairy. 412 Food Rescue is partnering with the USDA Farmers to Families for 2 walk-up and drive-up food distribution events tomorrow. One is scheduled from 11 to 1 at Edgewood Town Center in Swissvale. The second at the Washington County Fairgrounds from 1 to 3. Up to 2,000 households will be served. As we get ready for more rain today, a lot of people are still cleaning up from last night's storms. Neighbors from Allegheny to Westmoreland to Washington County spent the night cleaning up. You can see trees took down power poles and wires crashing down across roads, homes, and cars.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
The radar has been very active with rounds of heavy downpours, also showers and storms. Some of those storms were very strong to even severe. Right now, no severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, but we have several very strong thunderstorms. At last check, we had around over 150 lightning strikes, so frequent lightning is included with these thunderstorms. There have even been reports of strong wind damage that have downed trees and power lines. The potential for strong to severe storms will continue as we we go throughout the rest of the day, we're talking later into this afternoon, into the evening, and even into the early parts of the nighttime hours. Getting a closer look at the northern part of our area, that's where the bulk of the activity is. Strong thunderstorms throughout Indiana County, mostly southern Armstrong County and throughout portions of Butler County, also to the south of Newcastle and Lawrence County and northern Beaver County. Most of the stronger thunderstorms have been to the south of Allegheny County, now starting to push into Westmoreland County, and these storms are starting to push more towards the east, not really going south, toward the east at about 25 miles per hour. So heads up to Greensburg. That strong thunderstorm is headed toward your area. So we're going to continue to watch the potential as we go throughout the rest of the day for especially high damaging wind. I mentioned that we have already had reports of damaging wind, wind damage rather, and that is the biggest risk for today. Keep in mind that winds do not have to be rotating, don't have to be tornadic to be quite dangerous and do a lot of damage. Also, the potential for flash flooding is there. The tornado threat and hail threat is small, but is there. We're going to continue to track that potential as we go throughout the day. We're going to watch the locally heavy downpours, those strong cells that could produce the potential for some heavy downpours, also very strong gusty winds. And I want you to notice how many times you see the reds and the purple there. That indicates the strongest storms that we could see, and we could see them all throughout the area throughout the rest of the afternoon into the evening and nighttime hours. Coming up in the next half hour, I will show you how much rain we could be getting with these thunderstorms today, not only for today but also into tomorrow as well. Another round of numerous widespread showers, and this will come with the extra moisture we're going to get from tropical, or the remnants of Laura rather, going into your Saturday. So more rain is on the way. Stronger storms are on the way as well. After that front passes on Saturday going into Sunday, we clear out quite nicely, getting back to the sunshine, cooler temperatures, lower humidity. We keep that into the beginning of the new work week on Monday. Temperatures still in the 70s, and we introduce rain chances back into the forecast on Tuesday, 82 degrees.
All right, thanks, Jessica. Dozens of people had to be rescued after a close encounter with a shark. It happened in the Pacific Ocean, and the whole thing was caught on camera. The U.S. Coast Guard actually opened fire on the shark to scare it away from the swimmers. This happened off the coast of Fiji. More than 30 Coast Guard members went swimming during their lunch break. That's when the shark was spotted swimming directly toward them. Everyone got out of the water safely. The shark eventually swam away. Still to come on Channel 11 News at noon, why a controversial statue that was saved will now need to be fixed.
And what sheriff's deputies say parents need to hear about this image.
Here is say Channel 11 News, 11 at 11 all the time.
But this is what it means.
It means you get 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
It means we deliver breaking news, local news happening now, and details about what's happened since 6.
All before the first commercial.
11 at 11 means I'll track storms and bring you your first look at weather before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News, 11 at 11.
11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Watch tonight. Watch Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Political signs stolen from neighbors' front yards. Grove City Police released this picture. They say it shows two young women in a white Jeep Wrangler stealing at least 4 signs last week along Liberty Street. Last month reported political signs were stolen in both Mercer and Butler counties.
An investigation is underway right now into another ATM explosion in West Philadelphia. No cash was taken and no one was hurt, but police want to know if it's connected to a string of explosions back in June. About 50 ATMs were targeted and 1 man died. Police arrested another man accused of selling homemade dynamite with instructions on how to use it on ATMs.
And take a close look at this. It looks like candy, doesn't it? But a sheriff's deputy says it is ecstasy. The Allegheny County Sheriff's Office issued a warning that it could be mistaken for candy or vitamins. These bags were found last week during a traffic stop in Sheridan. Why a group of angry renters will need to find a new place to stay, and quickly.
We view our role as we're helping our neighbors.
How local groups are stretching the definition of neighbor to help those in dire need.
We're tracking storms as we go into the afternoon hours. Up next, I'll show you the latest storm motion.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for original local shows. Get the inside scoop on all the hot events, entertainment, and celebrities in and around Pittsburgh every week. Stream Access Pittsburgh on demand anytime on WPXI now.
Stop the music.
Sing along with the Flintstones and Happy Days.
Weeknights at 6 and 6:30 on MeTV. Watch Catherine Amenta and Gordon Lesh on Channel 11 Morning News.
We have several rounds of storms coming through the area today.
And some of those storms could be severe. Meteorologist Jessica Faith is tracking the latest. And Jessica, also a lot of lightning out there.
Yeah, last check, we've had around 120 lightning strikes within the cluster of storms that we have in our area right now. So a ton of lightning. We say it all the time. When thunder roars, go indoors. If you see any lightning, head inside as well. And I was just speaking earlier about the fact that lightning can strike around 20 miles away from the parent storm. So even though it may not be raining over your area, you still need to watch out. Really not the best day to head outside. I want to show you the storm motion really moving toward the east, and right now a good bit of activity in Indiana County. Some very strong storms there, and again everything kind of sinking toward the east here. And a heads up for these cities, we could be seeing some strong storms in Cranberry around 12:33. Heads up for West Deer 12:48. Also strong storms and lightning possible for Arnold at 1:08. So expecting the storms to continue even as we go later into the afternoon hours. Southern portions of the area not seeing too much activity right now, but don't get complacent. Continue to stay weather aware. We do expect this activity to continue throughout the day, even into tomorrow. More on the timeline for the rest of the day into your Saturday coming up in about 17 minutes.
Thanks, Jessica. Here in Pittsburgh, people who know how to help communities in crisis are mobilizing once again for victims of Hurricane Laura. The Red Cross is sending more than 24 volunteers, and Brothers Brother is sending supplies. Channel 11's Jillian Hartman found out what they're doing and the challenges they face.
Well, Brothers Foundation here in the north side is sending supplies to areas hit hardest by Hurricane Laura. Right now, they say there's a desperate need for PPE, such as masks, gloves, and hard hats. We're seeing powerful images of damage and destruction that Hurricane Laura left behind after making landfall as a Category 4 storm before weakening to a tropical storm. Brothers Foundation is now helping with relief efforts for those affected in Louisiana and Texas.
The first responders and the volunteers that, in addition to having to respond to the hurricane, they're also having to deal with issues with the coronavirus.
The Pittsburgh-based nonprofit is sending PPE supplies, including 50,000 face masks and more than 26,000 gloves. There's also more than 2,700 hard hats donated from a local company.
It's such a difficult time, and Pittsburgh is such a neighborly city, and we view our role as we're helping our neighbors.
American Red Cross Greater Pittsburgh region sent 25 volunteers to assess damage and help with rescues and evacuations. The CEO said one of the biggest challenges is sheltering evacuees with COVID-19 restrictions and precautions.
And the sheltering type operations right now in COVID are very different. We are using hotels more than the actual shelters because their families can be safe. They have an individual space, and obviously a lot of the hotels are empty right now.
The Red Cross anticipates deploying more volunteers depending on the impact. Now, First Energy sent 525 line workers, forestry crews, and support personnel to Beaumont, Texas. 21 are from West Penn Power. The workers volunteered and are expected to arrive by Friday morning. They are prepared to stay for 2 weeks.
We're all suffering from COVID, but the Hurricane Laura really adds an extra element, and we're in a position to be able to help, and so we want to be able to do that quickly.
Jillian Hartman, Channel 11 News.
The Brothers Foundation plans to load up the supplies and drive down to Shreveport, Louisiana this week. They also say they'll send more supplies if the need is still there. Peggy, there are clearly a lot of people doing good work to help the victims, but people who want to be generous need to be cautious.
So true, Gordon. The Better Business Bureau says that scamming often happens after tragedies like the hurricane down south and those wildfires in California. So before making a donation, the BBB advises you visit give.org to make sure that a charity is legitimate. And donors should also inquire about the organization's plan to address immediate or gradual needs. Red flags include vague statements about how the funds will be used and claims that say 100% of donations will be sent directly to victims and their families. A local judge has ruled in favor of a Penn Hills apartment complex owner and eviction orders. It's a debate that dates back to 2018, so this is before the pandemic. The tenants claim the buildings at Valmar Gardens are in bad shape and not safe. They held a protest this week in Penn Hills. The attorney representing the complex's new owner called the tenants squatters. He said that they're not rushing anybody out, but they do plan to call the sheriff's office next week once the governor's moratorium on evictions ends.
State police need your help identifying two people who they say stole from an Indiana County Lowe's store. Take a look at the picture on your screen here. State police say the pair stole nearly $750 worth of merchandise from the store in White Township on August 15th. Police say they drove off in this dark blue 2009 Chrysler Town and Country minivan with a Michigan plate EFW 6016. California health officials are shutting down a chicken processing plant due to an uncontrolled COVID-19 outbreak. So far, 358 of the employees at the facility have tested positive, and 8 employees have died because of the virus. The outbreak started in June 29th, actually. The county says it told the company to do more testing and cleaning, but says those directives were not followed. Authorities have ordered it to close until the outbreaks are under control and it can safely reopen. There have been numerous outbreaks at meat processing plants dating back to the start of the pandemic. One of them was in our area. The Smithfield plant in Arnold reported 12 cases in the spring. The pork plant says it changed its cleaning regimen after the outbreak.
A third of all Pennsylvania households still haven't taken the 2020 census, and time is running out. To get everyone counted, census takers are now going to call, email, and send a second round of postcards to neighborhoods with low response rates. The census is done every 10 years, and it's actually very important. The population counts will determine how much federal grant money an area gets and how much representation you get in Washington, D.C. and Harrisburg. The government moved up the deadline to the end of September because of the COVID pandemic.
Officials wouldn't do it, so Mother Nature did. Hurricane Laura damaged this controversial Confederate monument in Louisiana. Just 2 weeks ago, city leaders voted to keep the statue in place after calls to remove it, but Laura knocked the 105-year-old statue right off its base. Controversial monuments, especially Confederate monuments, have been the subject of nationwide debate following the death of George Floyd at the hands of law enforcement.
Oh my gosh, what are we doing?
The pandemic is already changing how people find a new home. Some of the pitfalls buyers might want to keep in mind before taking the plunge.
Hi, I'm Lisa Robertson, and we've been bringing you a special version of Local Steals and Deals, where we shine a spotlight on amazing companies and their passionate founders. Small businesses really are the backbone of America, and we need them to thrive now more than ever. With Local Steals and Deals, we bring you exclusive offers from these brands on products that make your life safer, brighter, and more fun at a time when we all really need it. Join us in making a difference. Simply pick up your phone and text USA to 65,000 to learn more.
I like people to be honest, not stupid.
Nobody brings the truth to life.
Is that what you want me to believe?
Nobody can read between the lies.
I'm 5'9", and I have a body like Christy Brinkley. Do you believe that?
Like Judge Judy.
She's an 18-year-old girl. She got a settlement. You saw a little money. You wanted a big red truck. Shiny, shiny, shiny red truck. I still love this job.
Judge Judy, weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on Channel 11.
Be prepared for back to school.
Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
A new study found that Pennsylvania is the 7th hardest hit state when it comes to housing hardship. The Bank Rate Index looks at late mortgage payments and unemployment. The Keystone State moved up the rankings since June. New York, Nevada, and New Jersey topped the list. Now that more Americans are working remotely, many are reconsidering where they live.
They're also changing how they find their new homes. A growing number of millennials are finding cheap fixer-uppers on social media. One buyer is Betsy Sweeney. She found her home in West Virginia on Instagram for $18,000. And a couple from Michigan bought their vintage farmhouse after seeing it also on Instagram.
We want to be part of a story. There's so much history behind these homes. There's so much character that's involved with a lot of old homes.
You can save money by restoring older homes, but be sure to consider costs beyond the sticker price. For example, that $18,000 West Virginia home is getting $125,000 in renovations.
The first department store ever established in the U.S. is closing its doors for good. There are only 38 Lord & Taylors left, and they're all going to close. The company was in business for 194 years. It filed for bankruptcy earlier this month. The original plan called for some locations to stay open, but the retailer says it was a better financial decision to close them all.
Still to come at Channel 11 News at noon, someone is trying to scam natural gas customers. What you need to look out for.
Right now, we have a flash flood warning for portions of Allegheny and Westmoreland County. I'm looking at the latest storm tracker, and we'll let you know what you can expect for the rest of your Friday.
11 investigates a secret deal between the state and a car show that brought thousands of people together, and local lawmakers didn't know until we told them.
Outrageous, ridiculous, unfair, just some of the words they use.
Watch Channel 11 News at 5 and 6 p.m.
This year, back to school is certainly different.
But Channel 11 Morning News is always here to prepare you for your day, bringing you what's new, what's happening now, and what's next.
Be prepared for back to school.
Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
Nobody can read between the lines like Judge Judy.
Turns out those anti-smoking ads that feature real-life health effects are making a difference. New research found the ads have helped more than 16 million Americans quit or at least attempt to quit smoking. The campaign was launched back in 2018.
Officials in Blairsville have a warning after a cat being cared for by several neighbors tested positive for rabies. Indiana County health officials believe other cats in the area may have the virus as well. If you came into contact with a feral cat, you're asked to seek treatment. Rabies, of course, not something to take lightly. Last week, the USDA flew over Allegheny, Beaver, Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, dropping rabies oral vaccination baits. The goal, to stop the spread among wild animals.
A warning from the gas company. Someone is posing as a national fuel representative, saying that you have 45 minutes to pay your bill or your service will be disconnected. National Fuel wants you to know it would never force payment by phone or request payment by debit, gift card, or wire transfer. If you get a call like this, report it.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
We now have a flash flood warning for portions of southern Allegheny County and west central Westmoreland County. We're going to continue to monitor the potential for more warnings to be in effect as we go later into the afternoon. During the commercial, I was analyzing our atmosphere, and it looks like the greatest instability is to our south, where there haven't been any storms yet. So what I'm saying is, to the north, the atmosphere has really been overworked, so the potential for any strong to severe storms is pretty low, at least for the next hour or so. But the potential is still there for the rest of the evening into the nighttime hours, so don't get relaxed. I'm just mentioning that to the south, you all have the greatest potential for some strong to severe storms in the next hour or so. So we're going to continue to monitor any strong cells that develop, because any strong cells could give the potential for flash flooding, high damaging wind gusts. We've already had reports of trees down, power lines down. Many are still without power from yesterday's storms, and we will continue on with that potential for this evening. So again, I mentioned within the next hour or so, northern portions of our area could be good to go as far as any strong to severe storms, but we could have some redevelopment later this evening. So we're going to continue to watch the entire area, continue to be weather aware, and we'll break into coverage when needed. Could still hold on to some very strong cells even into the nighttime hours. Overnight, looking to still have just a few light showers. It's going to be tomorrow afternoon that we'll see the potential for some stronger storms as more moisture moves in. But we're going to have a cold front to move a lot of that moisture off toward the east. So as we go into your Sunday, we're looking to clear things out, back to dry conditions. Now we're looking to get a lot of rain from today and tomorrow again, back to dry conditions by Sunday. So by Sunday, we're looking to rack up rain totals that could be close to 2.5, even close to 3 inches of rain. Now, this model earlier today was showing higher rain totals toward the south. Right now, we're showing just a little less than an inch of rain, and this is accounting the activity we are going to continue to see for today. So getting a lot of rain coming our way through the rest of the day, today into tomorrow, as we get that extra moisture from the remnants of Laura. Then again, that cold front moves through, knocking temperatures down, making for a pretty nice day on Sunday. So if you are wanting to get outside, maybe head out and about, get a bike run, bike ride in, or just enjoy your day, maybe go to the playground, Sunday will be your day. Getting back to completely dry conditions, a cooler and drier day, drier as in lower humidity. That filters into the beginning of your new work week on Monday. But showers and thunderstorms return again on Tuesday, and also warmer temperatures back into the lower 80s.
A local craft brewer and an animal shelter team up, the project that could help strays find new homes.
Now here's local steals and deals.
Hey, Lisa Robertson here with Local Steals and Deals, and I have the newest one that you're going to love. It's the newest thing from Amazon. This is the Echo Show 8. Now, here's my biggest challenge. They told me I only have 2 minutes, and I can't even cover everything this does in 2 minutes. So I'm really going to try, because it does so many great things. Number one, this has the biggest screen. Look how fabulous that is. Great visuals, great picture, great audio. And there's so many things that you can do with this. So once again, you can do video calling with this. We're all doing video calling right now. I love talking to my dad. Whenever I try to video call with my dad on his phone, it's at the ceiling. It's like, what's going on? I'm seeing his chin. This just sets up. He gets to look right into it. I get to look right at him. The screen is bigger. I'm hands-free. Everything's good. I can watch my favorite movies. I can watch my favorite TV shows. I can have this play my favorite comedians while I'm getting ready in the morning because I like to start my day laughing, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, this is great when you're cooking. You're in the kitchen cooking. If you have a couple of these in the house, you can go, hey, I wonder what the kids are doing. And this is actually a video intercom. So now you can see what the kids are doing in the other room. Are they really doing their homework? Now you know. So send one to your parents so you can always keep up with them. Have one in the kids' room so you can always keep up with them. And then when you're cooking in the kitchen, use your 1-year free subscription to the Food Network Kitchen and have the best chefs in the world teach you how to cook. How great is that? I would need more than a year, but that's just me. So it's your personal assistant. It's going to remind you of things. It's going to be great for phone calls. It's going to be great for streaming. It's going to be great for entertainment. And it's the perfect screen that stands up all by itself so you don't have to do a thing. Everything you love doing with the internet and everything you've loved about Alexa before, you're going to love even more now. So if you're looking for the best experience possible, this is the brand new Amazon Echo Show 8. And if you go to localsteals.com right now, it's 31% off. I love saving money. You're going to love it.
Channel 11 Morning News brings you what's happening now.
Just downgraded to a Category 2 hurricane, Jennifer Tomazik has been sifting through all the video.
It really wreaked havoc.
What's new?
New focus on a missing persons case.
Family certainly has gone a long time, several months without answers.
And what's next?
Today, the Pittsburgh Public School Board has 2 big decisions to make.
That meeting is set for 4 o'clock. We will keep a close eye on it.
This could bring some much-needed rain for us.
Count on Channel 11 News for live coverage every morning. Channel 11 News, 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Pittsburgh rapper Wiz Khalifa is launching a delivery-only restaurant chain. According to our partners at the Pittsburgh Business Times, Hotbox by Wiz will feature meals including a macaroni and cheese dish called Mac and Yellow, of course, a turkey burger, and a brisket dish. The restaurant will start delivering in Pittsburgh in October.
I like that Mac and Yellow. Craft beer maker Brewdog in East Liberty is teaming up with Animal Friends Shelter to help adoptable dogs find new homes. The dog's pictures are going to be printed on its Punk IPA cans and called Street Dog. All of the proceeds from the sales will go toward the shelter, and they're going to have an alcohol-free version as well. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5.
And you can get breaking news updates anytime at our streaming apps. Just search for WPXI on Apple TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
on your vacation, Barney.
It's the summer of me, your TV vacation destination.
You going on vacation, Sergeant?
Any day away from you, pile, I consider a vacation.
The perfect getaway is right at home.
What am I going to do